That's Enodia and
Cecilia.
Enodia and Cecilia are now out of the room.
I'll follow them.
And
Viking.
You okay if we go over
Laster,
to like one-on-one
Laster and Aldrich,
for some roleplay?
Laster and Aldrich, please stay with Angela. I'm gonna go with the others to relay the message back to the commander.
All right.
Hang on, we haven't finished talking with the Orc commander.
Well, you're asking questions about this, but for the most part, we have what we need to do.
Are you not curious what happened to those men that attacked us?
No, not really.
All right then. But yeah, Angela is asking, what is the call of the hunts?
You know that horn we have outside?
Yes.
Mortals find a certain irresistible charm to it. Find that their bodies can't be controlled by themselves anymore. Some orcs even fall victim to it occasionally, the weaker ones. They become vicious, bloodthirsty, willing to kill anything for some fresh meat.
Charming.
It's a ritual. For some.
Why is this ritual practiced?
Joy. Why is any ritual practice? Ogthok wills it, and Ogthok hunts just with us.
How long does it take Viking, Garth, Cecilia, and Enodia to make it back to the commander?
The army is getting really close at this point. It's basically just over the hill that Angela had originally crested.
Okay. So like 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes max. You run back over to find the army like very tensely waiting, hoping the negotiations get by quicker, because if you lose more than an hour, you're going to be cut off at the pass.
Okay. Commander! We're back! Well, some of us!
What? You find the commander still full armor.
None of us are dead. Angela, Lester, and Aldrich stayed behind because negotiations went well.
I didn't stay behind. It only took a moment to ask that question.
No, remember we agreed. Did you come with us? Because we did agree to leave some people behind.
We never agreed that I stayed behind.
Oh, I thought you were staying behind because you were with I
think everyone's still here. They have enough patience to let everyone go first.
Oh, they do? Okay, never mind then. Negotiations went well. We have to, only one thing we need to do before, or perhaps while we go through. We need to partake in a feast. Offer a prayer to I pronounced the name. Frick.
Ogthok.
Ogthok, that's the name. Meet with
Ogthok
them.
is their god, right?
Give a prayer to Ogthok. And at that point, we may pass through unharmed, as long as we do not harm them.
Who in the nine hells is Ogthok?
Don't worry about it.
Doesn't matter, it's their god. Pretend you love them. Let's go.
Are you gonna tell them that involves cannibalism?
Right.
Nope! You don't need to know that!
So,
actually, we should probably notify him.
Yeah, okay, actually, Commander
Finnegan and his sort of guard liege type of guy, not liege, squire.
No.
Whatever, the guy that you talk to with the magical burns, essentially, follows you down to the camp.
I'll try scared to tell him I'm not breaking it to him.
Okay, fine, I'll tell him. By the way, sir, they would like us to eat, their delicacy, human man. However...
What?
None of ours.
It is their negotiation for safe passage, through their land.
And they're definitely not any soldiers that you ever
straight
fought.
Through them. He goes for his sword, and the guy with the magical burns. Sir, please.
Do you wish to die?
Angela, can you be on command duty, just in case?
Anyway,
I'm gonna.
Yeah. So Angela just says to the commander, "Would you rather die?" Because personally, I wouldn't, and I don't think your men would.
I
yeah.
would rather slaughter every last one of those savages.
No matter
I'm sure you
what you
would.
want, I believe it is a small price to pay for the life of you and your men.
I
All of
agree.
your men will live. We will not be cut off. Everyone will be safe if you just do this one thing. Look at the bigger picture, please.
I disagree. He's right. We should kill them. Kill them all.
You don't get to talk, Enodia. Someone put duct tape on her mouth.
I'm on
So we
it.
should take the commander and ask her what
Whoever's
she
trying to
did.
put duct tape on her mouth, I stop them.
Can we not invite Enodia to this dinner?
I'm just going
I feel like
to
that wouldn't go well.
shrink.
Anodia, you don't have to come to the dinner. You can stay back.
You can kill them another day, but please don't embarrass us.
It doesn't matter about the dinner. I must get to their commander, and I must take her secrets out of her throat.
Do that another day, please.
Let's not do. Not right now.
Have fun dying, Enodia.
What was that? Actually, I didn't hear
Have
me
fun
neither.
dying.
Yeah.
you. Oh, I will.
Basically, if you don't
I'm
do
sure
that,
that you have a lot to do with your life. Do not end it today because you are blinded by rage. Look into my eyes and breathe.
You are welcome to end your own life.
Can I roll anything to calm down Enodia? Like just for coping
No.
mechanisms?
Player-to-player roles for this
yeah.
type of thing aren't going to happen.
Yeah,
Can I do that?
I agree. It is not fair to try and roll against
Yeah.
another player. Or, well, you can, but the player can just choose to ignore the roll because that takes control of their character from them.
Enodia, I know that you are angry, and we have all felt this anger.
Hold on.
But there are so many lives at stake, and I know that there are lives that were lost to you as well. But if you do this today, there will be others like you who are going to be losing people that are in this army, people that stand beside us. Would you rather that more people suffer as you have, as your loved ones
I
have?
hate the fact that you're right. Fine, but I am not giving this up.
You don't have to. It is one day, one moment. Any
Day.
time after would be fine, but not today. That is all we ask of you, Enodia.
You may not have been talking to me, but I took that to heart too.
Nice.
Well, what about me? I'm not going to suffer the indignity of eating a man.
I thought we already talked you into this.
Yeah, what the heck?
Remember?
How about
Think of the greater good, the results of one terrible action. You can redeem yourself afterwards, but today, this one thing.
If you wish to not be responsible for consuming them, I can magically compel you so you don't have to blame yourself.
That is a good point.
If you wish.
You would be under the influence of magic. It wouldn't count towards your conscience.
magic, cannibalism? What is this anymore?
The only
is-
way.
Is this safe
This is the
passage?
life of your men.
Is this safe passage for you and your people?
Okay, out of character.
Before you make your decision, consider the lives of your men and their families, their wives, children, husbands, even. All because you refuse to do this one thing.
All because you refuse to eat a liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Fine. I will do this. But I wish to be magically compelled. I will
Alright.
not do it of my own free will. However, I do not think that the chiefess would like me to be magically compelled in front of her.
No, so you should do it beforehand.
It's a one-word command.
Take
Alright,
me
now
to a
we're at
separate
the point
room
where I
once
have
we're there.
Now we're at the point where we have to think very, very carefully about what word we choose for this so we can cast it ahead of time and still have it work without
How
going
about
wrong.
eat, and then have the first
Yeah.
food in front of him be...
What is he gonna
Just
eat?
work.
What is he gonna eat?
We'll
But,
just do it.
hey, I just want to warn you guys, we need to treat this like a genie's wish.
Wait, I have an idea. Okay, so while he's sitting down, like at the table, Angela, act as if you are an aide of some kind. You simply wish for him to be comfortable. Push, like, make sure he is act like you're making sure he is comfortable in his seat. When the food is in front of him,
Hang on a second.
lean into his ear and command him, eat.
I cannot completely hide the casting of the spell, to my knowledge, unless AJ would allow it.
Wait,
It only has verbal casting components. Can I
Basically-
disguise the spell as innocuous words?
So
Can I
at
cast-
this point, you've arrived back at the camp. And
So
You could be like, sit and eat.
hold on, Anna, hold on. I need to figure this out. Firstly, for one thing, command is one word only.
well, yeah.
Yes, that's why I said
You
eat.
say sit and then command eat.
Yeah, you put command into the word eat.
But
So
anyways,
before this discussion can continue, you are at the camp, and the feast has already been prepared in the 10 minutes it's taken you for you to leave. It's almost like they were already planning this. But
I'm not going.
I think they were gonna eat whether we arrived or not.
Enodia is choosing not to go.
Thank you, Enodia.
So
I'm going to opt to stay with Enodia.
I'll join
I-
Enodia as well.
I'm fine doing this.
okay, hold on. You can't all choose not to go, otherwise they would realize that you're. A maximum of 2 people can choose not to go.
Yeah.
I think Cecilia and Enodia is the right choice because Cecilia obviously is squeamish, and then Enodia has a hatred for the orc.
Yeah.
That is both the healers.
Oh, he has his hatred for the orcs.
Yes, it's both the healers, but we're not gonna die.
yeah, I can definitely handle it. Yeah. But so AJ, I do need to ask: can I disguise the casting of the spell as like
That
innocuous?
is possible, yes.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
Cool.
That's all I really needed to know.
So,
You go walk inside, back in the feast hall, and it is a disgusting sight. You see a human prepared like a Thanksgiving turkey on the table.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh
Is
boy.
there also one with an apple in its mouth?
AJ,
Yes.
is it stuffed?
No.
No.
But
Why'd
it is
Hang on,
that
hang on.
sort of grisly sight.
Hang on. If it were to be stuffed, where would it be stuffed?
Do you know where they
Well, you
stuff
know,
a turkey?
both ends.
Yeah. Do you know where they stuff a turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be spit
That-
roasted, if you know what I mean.
As you watch in horror, as it
I'm
is,
not in horror. I'm just kind of like, wow.
you watch in horror as it is carved up and dished out onto plates for
Wait,
the
hold up. Is it carved up like shawarma?
7 of you.
Oh my god. You and your
7 of
shawarma,
you
dude.
total, including the commander and one of his men.
Yummy, let's dig in.
The chiefess begins to dig in.
Before I dig in, I'm gonna ask if this was prepared kosher.
Oh my god.
What is
KJ
this
is
word?
implying that-
Kosher.
KJ is implying that Judaism exists in this D&D world.
Kosher would mean that it was not prepared near any dairy products, and also that it does not involve any pig. Although really all humans are
I'm
pigs.
pretty
if you know
sure
what I mean.
human isn't
What
kosher.
is
I'm gonna take a
dairy?
fat guess.
Milk, cheese, anything that comes out of a cow
Oh.
or a goat.
I'm not even gonna ask.
All right.
I would assume yes, it is.
Okay,
kosher.
cool. Okay, thank you.
She
Anyways, let's
clasps her
continue.
hands together. You may not understand this, but when I say Ogthak, you say Ogthak. Simple.
Sounds good.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Ogthak.
Okay.
Fuck.
Ogthak.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Ogthak.
Oh, fuck.
Let us eat.
All right, let's do it.
I say
So-
Ogdak, you say Ogdak. Ogdak. Ogdak.
Anna,
Ogdak.
as you say
And
this
so-
prayer,
Mhm.
the world around you turns silent,
Uh-oh.
and you almost hear the visual of a sneer around you,
Wait.
and that is it.
All right then.
I know.
Kind of disturbing.
Some of
hanging
you
with
may
Enodia.
start eating, some of you may not.
I know.
However,
Ogdak.
the chiefess is eating, and you may all grapple with the moral dilemma of eating human flesh now.
I have no dilemma. Yum 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 yum.
Personally, I have absolutely no dilemma.
I was
I'm doing what I gotta
I've
do.
actually sort of. Angela's actually had to do this once before.
But
She
It
didn't
happened.
like it, but like it was for an important reason. But
Okay.
yeah.
We don't judge.
so,
But
It's yum
this is
time.
going on.
So I'm going
Enodia
over
is
notes.
back with Cecilia
I'm,
at the army.
I'm going over notes next to next to Enodia.
They've probably already betrayed them. Those scheming.
I'm gonna lay a hand on Enodia's arm.
Can I ask Ogthok to just like appear in ghost form in front of them and just say no, they haven't betrayed us?
I don't know why I'd believe a devil, and also
Is
wow,
that
that'd be
your
impressive
prayer to
though.
Ogthok?
Yeah, that's my prayer to Ogthok.
I like it.
Apart from the usual, thank you for this meal.
I think that you just gotta have faith.
But what if they
Gotta
did?
have faith.
What if they die and it's all and we didn't even help?
They're not dead.
You're not there.
I don't care, I'm still saying it.
It wouldn't be the first time I've had to deal with that.
Then you know as well as I do that we have to do something.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Enodia, I thought I changed your mind about that just this once.
I'm just doing this to protect you.
Well, you're not protecting us.
Stop trying to convince Enodia. We're not with Enodia. We can scream internally, but that's about it.
Wait till the night. Wait till the light comes in the morning. If they are not here by then we act.
Hang on, do you really think that this will take that long, given that we're, short on time?
Yeah.
I think that's the point. That it's not going to take that long.
Yeah.
This is basically lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just. I think what Cecilia is saying is for the sake of Enodia.
Yes.
Essentially, give it time.
Yeah.
3 hours.
That's reasonable.
Back at the feast hall, some of you are eating, but the commander is very stubbornly, helmet still on, not even attempting to pick up the fork and knife.
I'm
So,
surprised they have a fork and knife.
very, very
Yeah.
calm, Angela is going to turn to the commander and just say, "Hey, Commander, please, cast the spell. Do I need to roll a deception check to hide it? Hide the casting.
No, they actually don't mind.
Okay. Alright.
Even if you do hide it. But he needs to make a wisdom save. 'Cause it's a command spell,
Yeah.
That's right.
which is a
Yes, he
16.
does.
Oh.
That passes.
Any more
But I
spell
have
slots?
I can't do this
I
in
have
front of
a
everyone
second
else.
spell slot. I have a second spell slot, so
Excuse me. God, Chiefess, I'm terribly sorry. Can I please do this not in the sight of my comrades? Fine, go ahead.
He's just a gross eater, don't worry.
Trust me,
Angela.
you don't want to see his horse teeth.
A couple
quick.
of orcs escort Angela, Finnegan, and Finnegan's lackey off into a different room. The lackey is having a bit of trouble. He's like nibbling on it and then retching, but you are escorted into what basically amounts to like an outhouse with the guards right outside, and he sits down, finally takes his helmet off, and you see his golden hair and blue eyes, like, very distraught.
So, AJ,
Sorry, commend me again.
does anyone else here have inspiration currently?
I think I only gave it out to 2 people. I should have been giving it out more, honestly.
Wait,
Okay.
who did you give it to?
'Cause I was gonna say, if anyone does have inspiration and he makes the save again, please use that. Anyways.
Well,
Anna has
now
inspiration.
that you've gotten here, he's asking for you to cast it again.
If he's willing, wouldn't
I
it work?
I am gonna cast it again. I assume I probably
He's not
don't
willing,
need to
though.
like.
Oh,
Wait.
that's right.
Use your inspiration to help.
Casting it again. Okay, another wisdom save.
I used my inspiration
One is
last
a
round.
10.
10 fails. The DC was 13.
Yeah.
I don't think you need your inspiration then.
You watch as he stares at his food, and for 6 seconds or so, ravenously picks it up with his hands and shoves it into his mouth, chews as quick as he can, and swallows, and then the command ends.
Nice.
What have I done?
You've saved lives. Wait, no, I'm not there.
I mean, you have saved lives.
With that, Angela's actually going to go and eat her serving of it, and it looks like she's sort of doing some sort of mental exercise to prepare herself for it. Looks like something that she hasn't had to do in a very long time.
I don't think any of them have had to do this in a very long.
I'm just wearing
No,
my
I mean
special
the-
pair of
I
glasses
mean the
that makes
exercise
everything look and
itself.
taste like ham.
I meant the exercise itself, not the eating of human flesh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Basically, it's a little trick that she was taught years ago that just sort of helps mentally prepare herself for this.
Is it a power pose? Power pose
No.
is useful.
No, it's not a power pose. I don't think it's more of a mental thing.
Hmm.
He puts his helmet back on and steps back out while you do this, Angela. He walks out clutching his stomach.
Do you want me to get you a roll, sir?
Uh,
Oh, this
The
poor man.
main purpose of the exercise is to make sure that she keeps the food down.
Yep.
She learned it for the purposes of surviving in a case where she had
That's really
nothing
cool.
else to eat.
So, go ahead and eat.
Yeah.
Can I offer the commander bread roll?
The what?
Bread roll.
But the bread is made out of fingers!
I'm not taking anything anymore.
You
I assure you, this bread is not got,
Homan.
It's made with, it's human free.
No, thank you. It seems I have lost my appetite.
But you ate.
All right, well,
Finger guns, winky face.
have a nice night then.
I
Wait
just.
What a horrible thing you've done, Commander.
Oh my God, shut up.
You're evil.
I am evil. That is my alignment.
Oh, okay.
Blessing of Ogthok,
My alignment is chaotic good.
your passage has now been granted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gracitas. And should you ever have a feast as grand as this again, I wouldn't mind an invitation.
Same.
Perhaps
No.
I'll get you to one.
Angela just immediately cuts you off and says no.
Angela, just gets back, bursts into the room.
It's like, no! No!
I would love to have another feast like this. This is some delicious food.
I know, right?
But we are not quite done yet. I mean, it is
Uh-oh.
dinner time. Well, dinner instead of supper. Why not some conversation now that the main course has finished?
But of course.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But
What are your goals, so to speak?
what do you mean?
Well,
Who's the asking?
aspirations,
Who's the asking?
journeys in life.
Hmm.
What an excellent question.
What do you want?
Truly something to consider, Chiefess. Perhaps. Seriously, something to consider. My mind is almost empty. Anybody else want to go?
I can go first.
Sounds wonderful.
Well, first of all, we just want the natural disasters to stop. The famines, the rains, crop failures. They're hurting us.
Understandable.
That's why we pray to Ogthok every day and every night. The hope that he would find what nature is causing this to happen to us. There's
Truly.
rumors of an ancient dragon that inhabits these woods. Not a real one, but the bones of one left over from years ago.
Perhaps.
Apparently, it was so in tune with nature that its rage turned sour the land. Were it not here, everything would go right for us. So that is what we want. Find this dragon and destroy it. That is all. Anyways, you.
Angela speaks up. She says, currently, I was returned home from the coming of age ritual for my people.
And who are your people?
Have we come up with a name for them yet?
The people have gone west?
No, because I think that ritual is more specific to her family.
Oh, then what's your
Yeah.
family name?
I never actually came up with a last name for them, so AJ, if you want to come up with something,
Insert name
go
here.
ahead, because I'm not good at coming up with something on the spot.
You're the one supposed to name things. We'll just say insert family name here for now.
Sure, that works for me.
Understandable.
Oh. They're certainly a barbaric people. Besides us, of course.
Hmm.
What about you? You seemed fairly eager to try this new dish.
Trying to speak through a bite of human. Michael. It's a simple one, I think. You see, I'm a collector. I like to collect swords, ones with stories. In fact, I have one right here with me. I guess you could call it Cajun style. It's rather fried.
I made that sword. Cajun
Indeed,
style. I
this was-
seasoned it.
This was made by Aldrich, or rather, its appearance was, and I've taken a liking to it.
Quite curious. We have probably a dozen blades just like that one. Just not as crispy.
Honestly. She just understood.
What?
What?
What did you just say?
What was that
Someone
noise?
else talk. It's the sword of the guy we killed, and I don't want her to have it.
Then just say that we found it in a cave.
Yeah, we found it in a cave somewhere, and my friend here just wanted to make sure it wasn't cursed, so now it looks like this.
Make a deception check. Like, it's a really high DC to convince someone who knows you killed their orc to not have know you took his sword as well.
Someone used their inspiration to help.
No.
21!
Sure.
Okay.
It's fine. That's actually one of our traditions. You kill someone, or beat them in combat. You take their weapon as a reward.
Very cool, and I rather like this tradition. I rather like your people, actually. Your people are quite fascinating.
I would
I'd
love to
live with
come
you
out
if
and
I
hang
wasn't
out.
such a free spirit.
I would love to hang out with your people some.
Yeah, really, we'd live with you and follow you if you didn't find us disgusting and wretched.
What was that?
That was my sniveling suck-up laugh.
Very well done.
What about you? You seemed eager as well.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh. I've just a traveler. I've been around and somehow ended up with these lot, and now I'm here.
No goals in life.
Not particularly. I would say my one goal is to fun. And of course return to the land that I came from. Provided it still exists.
Quite curious. Well, this was pleasant conversation. You are free to pass if you wish.
Thank you.
Ogthak, I bless your departure.
Thank
So,
you,
okay.
truly, for the
I'm
meal.
gonna say
Do we
Ogthak
get
under my breath
experience?
one more time just in case.
AJ, do we get roleplay experience for valued at the entire orcish army?
Yeah, that would be great if we did.
You asked for a roleplay session. Roleplay sessions mean less combat. Less combat means less
I was
experience.
making a joke. I was making a joke.
So,
Be funny, man.
you are allowed to depart from this camp. And as you go, Angela, you get another little moment where you're in the very back and you have an opportunity to dart away really quickly.
Why do you keep giving me?
Why?
You may see. 5,
I'm sorry. Say again.
4, 3, 2.
So, hold on. Sorry. Say it again. You said something else a moment ago,
You
and I
get-
didn't hear.
You get another opportunity to dart away really quickly and explore, if you wish,
No,
without being seen.
I'm not really entirely sure why I'd want to explore the orc camp and potentially risk my own life. That seems like a very stupid thing to do.
Alright?
So
Well,
don't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opportunity's gone. Continue on. Walk right out of the camp. A little while later, as the army begins to walk past, the commander goes off and retches behind a tree, trying to clear all of it out of his system. But the army finally continues marching past the orc camp. And Enodia gets one last look at Selwyn and the other corpses strung up out front as she goes by.
I have to find out what they did to him.
But for now, the army is continuing on. You go down the rest of the shortcut trail, and you only lost 45 minutes, maybe 50. So, by the time you reach Demon Pass, scouts are saying of the enemy army within a mile, but you manage to get out of the pass in time, just through a very forced march, going almost at a jog the entire 600 men, and
All
by
of
the
the fat
time
soldiers are struggling.
by the time the rear scout guards have officially confirmed everyone is through the pass, they also point out that they can start to see a cloud of dust from where the army would have been, also marching in your direction. But your army was faster in the end, so you managed to get out. You go for a bit further, eventually finding a place to camp as the night falls and the enemy army no longer gives chase. The day passes, and then the next day, you are able to get all the way across to the border by noon.
Woo! Now pay us, Capitan.
And now,
This is me talking to the commander. Give us money.
it is about noon, and you reach Sif's hillside with your 600 men.
Yes, they are ours. They belong to me.
Yeah,
I am
well,
the commander.
the 600 men. You meet up
I
with
am
the
the
other
commander
1,000
now.
or so wounded. I think that's how many there were. I forget my honest numbers. Hold on.
I feel like the music should probably change now.
Yes. Someone go and change the music. Yeah, there was about 1,000
What
wounded.
vibe?
So, let's go the vibe of home.
Okay.
I like the vibe of eating humans.
Yeah.
No. No.
Low fight is study and eat humans too.
Yeah.
Anna, please.
Hmm?
Cease.
What's your problem with eating humans, huh?
I am one.
That is
I
Steve, the
am
vibe
one.
of home.
So,
Imagine if Dr. Hannibal Lecter PhD gave like a guest lecture at a college and he's just like, so that class is what humans taste like. The end.
They
You
taste like
reach
chicken.
Sylph's hillside. It does taste like chicken. You reach Sif's hillside, and the guards welcome the army in. The tent is being, or the tent camp, I guess, is being set back up, but many of the army that had gone here have now sort of rotated out with the ones who were injured. The ones who were injured before now sleep mostly in the tents, and then the 600 men returning now inhabit the castle. The tavern is full, like line around the block, all the way out the main gate, full. So that's basically not an option for tonight, but you could go and track down your quest patron if you wish. It is now the party's choice as what to do.
We need to get rid of that bounty on the orcs, or we're dead.
Yep.
Didn't we tell the commander about that when we originally pitched this to them?
Yeah,
I
we
think
said that we would get rid of it, and if we didn't, she had every
No,
right
I mean
after us
to
in the
our commander, not the orc commander.
yes, but he is still kind of like in shock, just silently walking, marching. He retires to his room immediately when they reach Sif's hillside.
What a sad man.
Is there like a good second in command who we could like relay this to for the time being, that given that he is kind of indisposed?
Yes, you can talk to the man with the magical burn. He seems to have taken the role as second in command, for now.
Yeah. Gonna.
Oh, yeah, I can relay that to him.
Yep.
Hey, I've been talking to you a lot. I'm Walter, by the way. He puts his hand out for
Angela.
someone to shake. Walter
Angela.
Bladewalker.
Nice to meet you.
And the hand that you shake, you see an interesting brand on the right side. It just says, like, P. The letter P.
Oh, important question, AJ.
Yes.
I'm gonna DM you something, and I want to make a.
And, by the way, the commander has talked about you well. If you wish, I can give you some work from him. He'll send you letters, I'll deliver them. You may find easy ways to make gold. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's because of you that the entire army is still alive.
Woohoo!
You brought the orders to us, and you got us home.
Yes, we did. Now pay us money.
I'm not the one to ask for that. The one to ask for that is...
Commander.
Where is it?
Or the person who hired us.
Yes.
But yeah, AJ, the thing I DM'd you about.
Yep.
Yeah. Do I need to roll?
Oh, that's funny. You have to talk to a different Walter. Yeah. You have to talk to Walter Keenseeker. This is Walter Bladewalker. So you can probably find him. And Taryn is there as well. But as you arrive, oh, the party has returned. Well done, everyone. Well done. I congratulate you. I honestly didn't expect you would be able to make it. But gold
Are
is
you saying
promised.
you sent us on a mission that you expected to be certain death?
Messengers are hard to come by. And now you know why. But also, somebody has a letter for Lord Gem.
Oh
If
yeah.
anyone forgot about that.
Well, I'll hand that over then.
Oh, this is a letter for Lord Gem. Well, as I discussed, here is the 70 gold for completing my first task.
Great.
And here is another 70 gold for returning this letter to us.
So that's 20 each.
20 each, because there's 7 party members here today.
Wow.
Nice.
That turned out well, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I now have 38 gold. Wow, I'm rich.
And Taryn kind of speaks up. You didn't see any orcs on your way, did you?
No, not at all.
Speaking of orcs,
About
That's a shame.
that.
who might we talk to about taking away the bounty on orcs' heads?
Oh, you want to take away the bounty?
Yes, we do.
Guess you disproved him. Well, that would be me, actually. It's less of an official bounty, more of a running bet. Whoever can bring in the first orcs will get their
But-
gold.
Here's the problem. There's you might hear this from the commander later. We did run into some orcs, and we
did?
thought we got really, really lucky that they even let us pass, because I don't know if you've ever seen one in person, but they are damn scary. And unless we take away that bounty, they're gonna come after every single man that walked through their camp today.
Make an intimidation check.
Wait, a what check?
Intimidation.
Oh, I thought you said divination. I was like, what?
Alright.
Make a divination check. Make a
Make
check
a
to see into the f***ing future.
How's a 15? Please be good.
Alright, I guess I'll believe you. Okay, I'll stop telling people about that bounty.
Thank you very much.
Some people may still bring back an orc if they can find one, but I won't pay them. If that makes sense.
Also, just don't take the head, or rather, take the head and return it to the orcs. They would love that.
How many were there?
You don't want to know. It will haunt your dreams.
250.
Okay then. I will not ask.
I literally just said 250.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, you can see why we're lucky to be here right now. But you can also see why I said it would haunt your dreams.
Yes, I can.
You're gonna haunt your dreams? You must have a really fucking weak mind. Like, ooh, 250 orcs. We're already past them. Sure, they're
Right,
strong, but I wouldn't call
imagine
that.
being surrounded by them, like in the middle of their camp, like as you yourself.
Imagine not being hardened against that. Couldn't be me.
Damn, Angela.
So, now you have finally arrived at the town, and we have about maybe an hour left in the session. Would anyone like to do anything?
I just made a purchase from manscaped.com.
Wow.
Actually, since we have about an hour left, I'm gonna take a bathroom break real quick. So let's take a quick 5-minute break, everybody.
Sweet.
Yeah, that works for me.
All right then. Hey Chris,
Yeah.
how do you Can you open a backpack in your inventory?
Yeah. You put it in the backpack slot and then there's a binding for it.
Do you know which one it is?
Yeah.
What are
it's
you
the
guys
slot
playing?
in the backpack.
It's what?
What are you guys playing?
A modded version of Minecraft.
But why now?
Because. But what's the keybind? Because I know.
Go check and change it. I didn't have it to anything.
Oh.
Man, I wanted to roleplay, but because of Vikings' also hatred for orcs, I just like, well, if I say something, then I screw over the party. And then they were just like, yeah, let's stay behind people who hate orcs. And then AJ was just like, no, only 2 people. Great, guess I'll continue just not saying anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, if both you and Enodia had gone back, you would have come like right back to where the orcs were 2 seconds later with your swords out.
True.
Well, just because you didn't say anything then doesn't mean you can't say anything now.
Oh, I know.
Like, everyone's finally arrived.
Oh,
and-
I'm planning on just pulling Enodia to the side, punching a tree,
Yeah.
and then yelling about it.
Enodia right now seems to be in the back whispering with Cecilia about something, looking over some papers.
I will sit by them. Also, note that this is the only time where Viking has not been screaming about something.
Appreciate that, Viking. Would you like to go out for a drink, Viking?
Viking, I will buy you the pint of the finest beer there is.
Me too?
Well,
Or
we're
I can
not
pay
going
for myself.
and doing that. Can I actually go check like the post office? I want to see if I have any mail.
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
You've got male porn.
Wow.
Funnily enough, you do actually
Is it
receive
of girl? Is the mail porn of Groff?
No.
What? Groth isn't a porn star.
No, the
Not
the
yet.
magazines are a completely separate thing. There's like a guy outside drawing them. It's completely separate from the mail inside the post office.
I love that
I'm
that
sorry.
exists, though.
Say that again, AJ.
There's a guy drawing erotica outside the post office for people,
Oh,
Well, good
Amazing.
for him.
like a caricature artist.
nice.
But no. You ask again for the crickets mail, and you actually receive some.
Wow.
I can tell this to you in private, or I can read it in public.
Read it in
Please.
public.
Doesn't really matter either way.
I mean, if it's important or something like that, private. But if it's innocuous, then
Okay. It's very simple. Cricket. Your previous handler, the Blade, has unfortunately died. Your new handler is the Tiger, and you will address them as such.
Damn.
And then a new official stamp with the depiction of a tiger's roaring face.
Can I check if I have any mail?
Sure. Yeah. Looking for Aldridge. How long have you been in this area? From your own town?
From my own town?
Yeah. Or did you tell the people you left behind where you were going?
Nope.
Okay, if they didn't know where you were going, you might not have mail directly to you.
I told one person, but my
Who was that one person?
my like most trusted friend.
Then
I also told a random seagull.
then you probably don't have mail. Not from anyone who's trying to reach you, at least. Your trusted friend would probably not have sent any letters.
Question:
Yes.
how long would you say it has been since since session 1 to now in game time?
I have actually been keeping track.
Oh my
It
God.
is session 1 was oops, where is this? Hold on. I've got a thing for this somewhere. I'm looking for it. Okay. Session 1 was the 38th of this month. And it is currently the 43rd of this month. So 5
That's
days
a
have
number.
passed since session 1.
So half a week.
Yes.
Uh,
That means it is actually currently.
What is the problem? I don't
I'm running out of time. I'm running out of
It is.
I don't want.
You're running out of time for what?
It is Injuary of 5th week. Tret. Essentially.
Anna, do tell. What are you running out of time for?
Wait,
I don't
sorry, that
think
was a
that's for us
hold
to
on.
know.
Hold on, my brain functions. I said Injuary, that's not a day. It is Hap's day of Tret. Not Injuary.
This is not real
Injuary is
words.
the
I don't
month
know what
before
you're
I
Tret.
don't think any
Hey,
of
thanks
us
for
know the
clearing it up,
difference.
man.
I have the dating system in one of my PDFs if you want to look at it.
Bold of you to assume I can even keep track of the dates in real life.
I have the links for all the PDFs saved, but I'm going to be completely honest, I still haven't read them.
Alright.
I'm trying to, but I'm just putting it off.
But yeah, it's the 43rd of the month.
Yeah.
How many days are in a month?
50.
Ah,
That's a lot of days.
So,
Yeah. out of curiosity, because like I kind of want to like go out and do like a little bit of shopping and all that. I want to like go out and pick up like some more rations, and I also want to see if I can pick up like a disguise kit.
That works as well. Speaking of rations, actually, another day had passed since traveling back, so everyone loses 1 more days of rations if you're keeping track of that.
But scavenging in the woods?
If you're just saying you're scavenging in the woods every time, then probably keep track of rations.
I don't know.
Okay, when you're in the woods, you don't need to track rations, but when you're not, you do.
Okay.
And I think it'd be reasonable since we were traveling with like that army and all that.
Yeah.
We
Through the
probably wouldn't have
woods?
had
Yeah.
time to do hunting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like in all honesty, as nice as that feature is, I kind of want to track rations because it'll be a little bit more fun and can lead to some fun stuff in the future if shit goes wrong.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Just as a druid, it's kind of my personality trait.
it's a personality trait. Yes, my personality trait is I kill people.
So, now that you sit in the final town, what would you like to do? Final town, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
Is there
Go
anything
on,
else
sit,
someone would like to
guys.
do?
Angela wants to go shopping or whatever. I want to pick up a disguise kit and if I have money left over, some rations.
Yeah, I
Alright,
love some studded leather
believe
armor.
a disguise kit is 25 gold. I need to check that.
Let's find out. D&D Beyond, what do you have to say? Yeah, 25 GP.
Yep, I know correctly. And then rations are another. Where are rations? Rations are 5 silver pieces per days of rations you're getting.
5 silver pieces per day.
Wait,
Per day.
AJ, don't I still have a divine favor?
You do.
Okay then.
Oh,
So-
there he goes.
Okay, so let me see. How much should I get? Probably like 5 days of rations, right? That sounds reasonable, right?
Okay. AJ, I'm
Or
Yes.
no,
going
6 days.
to take my notes, and I'm going to go to the nearest temple, and I am going to pray to Solia concerning my notes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright, so-
Actually, no. With your divine favor, how do you pray?
Solia, Mother in the Light, I find myself needing your guidance. I have notes that I feel concern me greatly. And they are obscured in writing I cannot break. Please, help guide me. Help me find the answers that I need.
You think about the encryption process. How could a man as insane as the priest have written something so uncrackable with nothing but his mind? You look at the 2 tables that, or the 2 lines that you are able to read, and you imagine the letters as numbers. It's a difficult process, but when you see A as 1, B as 2, C as 3, you can almost start to picture a numerical encryption to this. Math-based. something revolving around the top being afflicted by the side. But it is still very difficult to crack, and that is all you can tell from now.
AJ, I actually have a question relating to that.
Yes.
The letters that Angela gets, those are encrypted, right?
Well, yeah, they're encrypted in a way that you understand.
Yeah. And I wanted to know, like, would she be able to get into contact with, like, I don't know, one of like her organizations, like experts on like encryption? Would they have something like that?
Your encryption is completely different. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just asking, like, would they have someone who's actually knowledgeable on encryption?
Okay,
Or
the problem is your letters are in Buinan. So encryption in Buinan, since that's effectively Chinese, and their alphabet works completely differently from English, there's
I don't mean that. I mean someone who is an expert on encryption in general, because that is a useful tool
not in
for
Shulagon.
that profession.